Dear students, today we see about the chemical bonding and the molecular structures. So we have already seen about the what is meant by the ionic bond, how these ionic bonds are the forms, and the what are the importance of these ionic bonds. Today we see the what are the characteristics of these ionic bonds. So a strong force of attraction is present between the ionic bonds. So it is a strong force in the ionic bonds. Because of this force, we can observe several properties present in the ionic bonds, and some of the properties we have to see. So first property is a strength. So this ionic bond form when a metal atom loses one or the more of its outer electrons and a non-metal atom acquires them. Metallic bond is formed by the attractions between the positively charged metal ions and the negatively charged electrons in the non-metal. The attractive force is called as electrostatic force. The metallic bond is strong because of the strong attraction between two oppositely charged objects. So it is the first characteristics. Then second, that is a charge separation. The ionic bond is the strongest and most reactive of the bonds. It forms when a metal atom loses one of its electrons, which moves over to the non-metal atom. The negative charge on one side attracts the positive charge, holding them together. The ionic bond makes molecules change their shape quickly and in a proper medium. Also dissolves fairly easily. For example, sodium chloride, it is called as a table salt. It is easy to dissolve in water because water molecules can move between the ions. They have enough energy to knock off an electron from the sodium atom or pull an electron away from the chlorine atom. Then the third characteristics of the ionic bond, high melting and the boiling points. The ionic bonded molecules have high melting and the boiling points. Ionic compounds are compounds that contain ions. Ions are atoms or molecules with a net electrical charge because they lost or they gain electrons. The most common types of the ionic bonds are electrostatic bonds, in which the negative electrons of an atom are attracted to the positive atomic nucleus of another atom. So these are the three main characteristics of the ionic bond. That is the strength. Ionic bond, it has a high strength because the bond is formed between the oppositely charged ions. Charge separation. In ionic bond there is a charge separation takes place, and if there is presence of the ionic bond between the molecules, so they have the high melting and the boiling points. So these are the three important characteristics about the ionic bonds.